Good. First of all, welcome to this training program. We have Vishnu and Suresh with us. Is anyone else joined, Shailaja? No, right? We have to Vishnu
Yeah,
and
you can go
Suresh,
ahead
right?
for as of now.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I hope you guys are able to see my screen, my homepage.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks a lot. So let's start about little bit about myself. So currently I'm working as a data scientist in a data analytics company. That is my profession, and I'm a trainer by passion. So I love teaching stuff to other people, spread the knowledge across the world. I currently have 6+ years of experience in analytics and programming. The web development tools that I regularly use are HTML, CSS, Java, jQuery, AngularJS, D3 for visualization. To give a sense of what we doing in day-to-day life is, as I said, I'm working in a data analytics company which primarily concentrates in visual and so we're helping visualization using all web development tools. So just to give you an idea, I hope you are able to see my screen where you see a lot of bubbles.
Yes.
So this is basically called network diagram using D3. Just to give a sense of what kind of work that I usually carry out and why I ended up learning all these web development tools. So this is a network diagram where you are seeing some networks belonging to songs. So you see all beautiful charts that are coming in here, and you have web filters to change your selections. This backend is JavaScript and D3 purely. Okay, so just to give you an idea of what kind of work that I'm doing currently. So this work, so let's start with what will be the course content. So this course we are dividing into two parts. First one is to start with basics of JavaScript from a beginner perspective. So a person who doesn't know JavaScript upfront, that is the person whom it's been targeted for this part one of the training. So we will start with JavaScript and slowly move to jQuery. So why we are using jQuery? jQuery is what pretty much used for all DOM manipulation these days. So JavaScript is the base. jQuery library comes with rich inbuilt functions that makes DOM elements manipulation very easy. So far so good.
Yes.
Yeah. So to just start with JavaScript. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, yeah. So I thought some disconnect. Yeah, we'll go ahead. So to start with JavaScript, I'll be just right now listing down the topics that will be covered in JavaScript and jQuery. So we'll be starting with introduction, what is JavaScript, why we need JavaScript, what kind of language it is, and then we'll start with, and then we'll continue with variables, different types of variables that are used in JavaScript, and how to create functions, and how to create loop statements like for loop, for while loop, and what are the math operators that are available. And we'll also look at the conditional statements like if conditions, how we'll execute that, and then selecting and manipulating DOM elements and keyword handlers. Like you click on a button, an image pops up to you, and you click on an image again and again, it opens a new URL. Sample of just an example. And we also look at how to have arrays, how do we play around with arrays. So these topics we'll be covering with purely in JavaScript. Reason I didn't add much on selecting DOM elements. Basically, JavaScript side will be using to mainly manipulate the DOM elements and to add interactivity like animations. But those things will be covering in the jQuery part. So we'll start with introduction again, and few steps we did what we did in JavaScript. Will be continue doing it in jQuery and see how easy it is to do it in jQuery. Whereas in JavaScript, it might take 2, 3, or 4 lines of code, which will be just a single small piece of code in jQuery. So we'll be comparing JavaScript against jQuery, and we will come to know jQuery is much more elegant and easy to use. And we'll be covering up manipulating and accessing the CSS, and how to manipulate the DOM elements and events, and how to add animations in your page. And then finally, we'll cover up how to give an AJAX request. So this is the pretty much content for the course, and we are targeting 10 to 12 hours for the 12 to 15 hours based upon your background. If you are able to catch up soon, and if there is enough time, we can add even more complex topics to it. Any questions so far?
Okay, Karthik, what is D3?
D3 is majorly a JavaScript library for visualization.
Okay.
And then once we finish JavaScript and jQuery, we will take up a few live projects. Okay, and to just give you a sense of a simple project, so we'll be having multiple projects here. Okay, so the whole course will be driven by a projects. We won't sit and just look at syntax and then mug it up and go back. So all will be like most of the time we'll take up a theme, small themes, and we will upfront decide what to do, and then slowly I will teach you how to finish up that project. So, and in that I will be covering all the topics that I mentioned under JavaScript and jQuery. So pretty much this is the idea of the whole course content. So to repeat, we won't go with the regular way of just looking at the syntax, reading up, mugging up the syntax, and then trying out the new projects. Whereas this course, it's slightly different. We will start up with a theme, with a small project, and then start building much more complex projects as we go on. So this is the flow that I'm trying to do. I hope you guys will be okay with it.
Yes.
Yeah. So because even as a learner, I myself don't feel good if I'm just reading the syntax. So it will be very good to take up small projects, and in end of the course, you should have some real project in your hand where you can again go around and start generating complex applications. Okay. To just give you a sense of the projects that we will be starting right away from tomorrow is, I'm just giving the little bit sense. So this just a sense that we'll start with. So we'll be having a form validator. So assume this like to be a login sign up page. Okay, where you ask the user to enter the name, their mail IDs, and password, and you have some restriction to the password. Let's say the password should contain 8 characters. It should contain uh, this integer value, and it should have a uppercase value, and it should have a special character. So pretty much similar to what we see in real time. We'll be having a sign up page where user will be asked to enter these details, and in the client side itself, we'll be validating this form before submitting it. So for example, if I just click here, so here it just gives me a sense that this field is required, a valid email ID is required, and valid URL is required, and about you required is. So just to give, so if you go and just say Kadimani Sukumar and click on it, so it doesn't check, it passes that condition and it goes to the next condition and say valid email address. So I'm just giving mail ID and I'm just giving my username. So I'll be giving like gmail.com for example. Let's say this is this remove it says no error, form will be submitted. So we'll be just using this kind of small demos to start with. So what concept that you'll learn from this login validator for thing is, under JavaScript, you will know how to write functions and how to write conditional statements and how to manipulate your DOM elements, how to use variables. So all this will be, all the basics of this will be covered using this validator form. Any questions so far?
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Yeah, we can go ahead, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And next, we'll start with an image slider to check out how we do simple animations in our website. So this involves bit of animations in the background, transition efforts, and then click events. So this we'll be doing it JQuery, and we'll be seeing how easy it is to go and do animations and click events in JQuery. This is just give you a sense of what we'll be doing in the upcoming weeks, and I haven't included the more real-time jQuery projects that we'll be doing. So I'll just give you an idea of what will be the final stuff that we'll be talking about in the course content. That is the final main project that we'll be doing. So we'll be taking up a website as a theme. Okay, for example, let's take that we are building a website for a mobile company. Okay, so for example, let's look at Flipkart.com, or we'll take up Snapdeal. So if you look at it, so right now this has a menu where you can choose different uh, tabs. So you can see what is under mobile tablets. You go under this, it goes to Samsung Note 4, and you come back and see what is under home and kitchen, and you see what is under home furnishing. And then based upon, once you click on this, you will see some details of that selection that you made here. So this is just a pretty much a basic preview of what we'll be doing. And, so I'll be giving a JSON object to you. That will be the that will be the input data for us, which contains all the details about the products. And then we'll be building a similar website this with the menu thing, and we'll not be exactly building the same styles and animations. We'll be dealing with some other way of doing it. So right now I'm not showing the demo of that. So that I'll be showing it as we move forward.
Okay.
Yeah. Any questions that I can take it from you guys?
For me, it's okay. Okay for me.
For Vishnu, right? Yeah. What about Suresh? Venkatesh, you're there? I hope he is on mute mode. So this, what we are planning is we'll have a 1 hour session every alternative day, and in that 1 hour, we'll, as I said, we'll be taking up a small theme, and then we'll be doing it, and I'll be then and there sharing the course content. You guys can try it out in the next day or the same day, and I'll be giving a small exercise on top of it, and we can review it face off. So this is what will be the workflow that I'm thinking of and will be good. So you have any thoughts on how you want to take it up?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I hope I'll be a bit late. I mean, I'll be getting a bit late, I think so. I'm
Meaning getting
new.
the concept right.
Yeah, yeah, I'm new
Yeah.
to this concept, right? I hope
Yeah.
I'll try to my level best to you.
Yeah, it's not a problem since it's one training that we are planning here. We'll make sure that you understand the concepts, and whatever I talk about will be pretty much from basics,
Okay,
so that you don't need go and search in the internet and learn a lot. So with the basics that I'm going to provide to you in the upcoming class, you should be comfortable enough and go and start with another project using JQuery or JavaScript.
okay,
So just to give you an idea of what is Java today, I will just take up two small stuffs to just give you a preview what JavaScript is. Just a basic. I will not go in detail of the syntax. I'll be just explaining you what are the possibilities that we'll do. Okay.
okay,
So let's take up Wikipedia website for India. So this is a web page which has some HTML content to it. Okay. So as I said, I'll be starting from tomorrow. I'll be starting with the very basic of what is JavaScript and all. Today, I'm just giving you a sense of what it is. So let's take up, open up the console. Okay. And first of all, let's try to get this. Let's try to change this title here, India. Okay, into some different stuff. So I have opened my browser control. Okay, I'm gonna select that tag called India. Okay, and I'm going to rename it to some other text. So to do that, let's look at, right click your web browser, look at inspect element. So when you do that, what you get here is the complete HTML content of your web page. So this is static content. So you will be able to know what are the tags that are present in the web page. For example, here this starts with an HTML page, HTML tag, and then we have a head section, we have a body section, and the HTML tag is getting to it. So these are the main two tags under HTML tag. So if you go into body tag, you have different div tags. So you see H1 tag here. We have JavaScript tags here, and we have link tag. Okay, so these are the different tags. I hope you guys will be knowing it. The different tags that are used in HTML. So particularly for this text under India, so we have H1 tag, and we see India is right under between this H1 tags. So what we'll go is we'll go and select the H1 tag from this web HTML content. So we'll right away start with the small JavaScript statements, and browser has the capability of running JavaScript statements. So So you need not install a separate software or setup to run your JavaScript. All modern browser comes inbuilt with the capability of running JavaScript in their console directly without even installing any software. So let's say get element. So if you look, the moment I started typing in, it started suggesting me what are the available functions with that letters that I've started with. So here I'm gonna use get element. So I'll be using with document dot get element by tag name and just say h1. So it gives me that there is one tag in my web browser which is h1 tag, and this is the content of it. So it gives out in an array, results in array. So there might be more than one h1 tag in our browser. If there is such cases, it will list out tags. For example, instead of saying as x1, I'm just saying select all the images in this tag, in this which HTML page. So it says there are 139 images in this HTML page. So let's go back to the original thought. We'll select the h1 tag and we'll just select the first element in it since it is an array. So I'm not introducing all these concepts, so just giving an idea of when we really start this session, I'll be talking what is this, what is an array, and what is an element, what is getting elements by tag names. This is just to give you a preview of what we'll be doing in next 1 or 2, 3 classes. So we right now got one HTML element, and I'm gonna say get me the text inside it, that is using inner HTML. So it says India is the content for this h1 tag, and I'm gonna say let's change it up to uh, JQuery training class, just some random text that I'm going to see. So see here, the content in the web page has changed. What JavaScript has done is it searched the element for h1, and among the h1 that found, it took the first element, and then it got the inner HTML. Okay, that is the text inside that HTML, and then it started manipulating and changed the text of the h1 tag. So this is how we manipulate the h1 tags. So to do the same thing in jQuery, so we had a very big line. And so to do the same thing in jQuery, so let's say JavaScript. I will be saying h1. How you give the same thing in jQuery. So for example, here if you look at it, in JavaScript, we had this very big line to get the it just few steps to get it in jQuery. So what I'll be said earlier will be with JavaScript. We'll be getting to know what are the condition statements, for loops available in JavaScript. This won't be changing. We'll be using it towards our course. What will be changed at the end of the course is we'll be started looking at more of jQuery than JavaScript. Uh, able to get it so far, Vishnu?
Yeah, Arya.
Do we have Suresh? Is Suresh in offline? Suresh, any questions so far? I hope he is in offline now. Shailaja, you're there? He's not there. So Vishnu will go ahead now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just gave you idea of how we select elements in JavaScript. The next stuff we'll be doing is we will what are the you know, I hope you know what is href tag, right? A tag.
Yeah.
So it's basically you click on it, it will take you to another page or so, depending upon what you provide in the href tag, href
Yeah.
value.
Hyperlink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, so that's an hyperlink. So we'll check out what are the different hyperlinks in our HTML page. That is the current Wikipedia here. So it says there are 3,630 hyperlinks in this web page. Okay, so let's see how we'll get all the hyperlinks. Okay, so what for that we'll be just saving it thing links is equal to, we'll be saving it in a variable and then use a for loop to list out all the so right now it's just giving me the first href that is there. Okay. And we will able to get all the, let's print out links. So it's look at here. So it right now started giving all the links that are available in this web page. Okay. Uh, that's one. I hope Suresh has left. Shailaja, you're there?
Might be she's
Shailaja?
also from computer.
Yeah, I think she's also away. Uh, so we'll wind up the session in another 5 to 10 minutes, Vishnu. So far, any questions that you have?
No, it's okay. Yeah. From tomorrow onwards, we'll
And
continue in the sessions, right?
yeah, yeah. And tomorrow, so this today is just a preview of what we'll be doing it. Okay.
Yep.
From tomorrow, it will be from basics. Okay.
Okay.
So I will not be start writing code directly. So I will just explain you what is the background, and then only then I will touch on code. Today class is just to give you a preview of what we are going to do,
Okay.
and I hope that matches your expectation.
Yeah.
Uh, in which case, uh, we will wind up the session. And any other questions that I can take?
No,
Okay,
absolutely.
so maybe I can show you some that projects that I have done. So this, for example, this whole thing is currently written in HTML.
Yeah.
Okay. So, so look at this is these contents that I'm using in the backend. So I have some code in the backend, and then I have some JavaScript in the backend to say when I click on this. Okay, so it says when I click on about, it should display this content. Okay, and when I'm clicking on projects, and then it should go and open up it in a new tab. Okay, so all these click events I'm defining it here and also in the href. So I thought instead of just taking up a plain PPT to show what will be the content, I thought this way it will be more useful and you will also get an idea of what's going in the backend.
Yeah.
I hope that is useful for you.
Yes.
Um, so form validator. So we have some CSS here and we have some JavaScript in the bottom. So it takes up each input that is given. For example, here the person contact name, we are checking up whether it is a valid or not. And the email, we'll be checking up whether we have a @ symbol in the email. Okay.
Yeah.
So stuff like that, and passwords, we'll check up how much characters it has, how many how many numbers are there,
Yeah.
and image slider. Again, we have some images in the background, and we are using the animation property. Okay,
Okay.
to just go back one by one. Uh, Pretty much that's for today demo session.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Sailaja, you are there.
I hope we have
I
to give a
hope
call
so.
to, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I will give up a call now.
even I have to, yeah.
Yeah, hello, Katil.
Yeah, Sailaja.
Yeah, shall we wind up for today?
Yeah, shall we'll wind up. I have given the brief overview of what we'll be covering up in the course content.
Okay, fine. So, Vishnu,
And
we'll continue
just
from tomorrow, right?
Yes, yes.
Sorry, it's
uh,
tomorrow or day after tomorrow. I'll confirm you because we schedule it for alternate days, right? However, I'll email the same to you, Vishnu. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, thank you. Bye. Thanks, Katil.
thanks
Bye.
a lot. Yeah, thanks a lot, Vishnu.
Thanks, Karthik. Have a good day.